Yep, we're back for the final round. This Grixis Dragon deck is certainly performing. Very interesting games. Lots of powerful cards. It would be very funny, because I have a controller here. It would be funny if I'm like playing Magic with a controller. I don't know how it would work necessarily, like somehow becomes an action game. I'm not talking like the weird PlayStation 4 game. Or PlayStation 2 rather. Mulligan this. Okay, I'm on the draw with this hand. I think I should just keep and try to find a land. I think that's more likely than going to 5 and winning. So Syncopate can definitely go to the bottom. Now we have 2 turns to draw a blue or black card for this hand to be good still. Overgrown Tomb tapped. Okay, Sulfur Falls, that's fine. Let's play it. Yeah, I should have played the mountain, because if I draw Dragonskull Summit here, I would have rathered to play Discovery Dispersal. Plus my opponent might have thought I'm on mono red as well, which you might think is nothing, but they very well could have bottomed the... They very well could have bottomed Nebraska if they thought I was playing a red aggressive deck. That's just justice. They had the... His hat... Magic Arena just had to punish me for that. That's fine. Wildgrowth Walker. Does my opponent keep it? Bottom, and they got a free swamp out of the deal. Yep. I'll just opt now. They have 6 power on the battlefield, so I'll just bottom that. Dragon's Hoard. That's a pretty good draw. As long as they don't have an answer to it. But, I mean, that's true about everything. If I get to untap with this, I get to start going off with Nicol Bolas, drawing cards, get Niv-Mizzet out. Yep, go to 11. Okay, this is a little awkward. Now, I'd love to play this turn, but I don't think I can. I think I need to play Dragon's Hoard, and then play Discovery Dispersal, trying to find a land. Ral can go to the bin, I'll keep the land. I'll play the land tapped. So things are getting dicey. They are representing Vraska's Contempt or Assassin's Trophy. They could just have Chupacabra as they didn't want to play. That is definitely possible. Okay, Doom Whisperer, we unfortunately don't have much way we can beat that one at this point. If I play Niv-Mizzet, I am just dead. If I play... I have 2 in here. If I play Bolas, I'm still dead. Yeah, I can't do anything to this, unfortunately. Yeah, I added Cast Downs over Lightning Strike because they're better against Doom Whisperer, but Doom Whisperer is still quite good against this deck. Okay, now that I am back on the play, well, not back on the play, but now that I'm on the play, so how was I boarding? I was boarding out Shock, I was boarding out 1 Niv-Mizzet, boarding out Sarkhan, that's 58. Now what did I want to put in? I'll keep all the Niv-Mizzets, can't go wrong with those. Bring in a Shock. Okay, I think I do need the Phoenixes. I'll cut a Dragon's Hoard. Yeah. Okay, this hand is good. It's not a super resilient hand to disruption, but cast down is useful for getting us to our mid and late game cards like Crackling Drake. Yep, Llanowar Elves. Now, I will just kill that here. Unlike the old Bolt the Bird, where Bird was powering out cards that weren't always powerful, Llanowar Elves is powering out cards that are powerful generally. So I want to stop them from getting their powerful cards out fast. Yeah, so we have a game plan, Niv-Mizzet. Got to get to 6 mana. Now we have the tools to survive until then. Yep, they don't have double green, which is good for us. Yep, just another Branch Walker. Daylight Ranger gets milled. So they don't have a land here. Or at least, I don't believe they have a land based on the way they've been playing. I think I should have cast down the 3-2. If I could go back in time, I definitely would have cast down the 3-2 on the previous end step. Doesn't seem good cast downing like Merfolk Branchwalker, but if this gets Chupacabra, for instance, I'd be taking an extra 3 damage this turn, and maybe even more. Okay, so they drew a land. Ah, that's good for me. I was about to say, they drew a land, and now they're going to Chupacabra my thing. Okay, so they drew Cemetery for free, and then they've explored that to the top. So play Steam Vents. I'll pay 2 life for it. I'm going to have to dive down the Chupacabra, and I want to play both cast downs as well on that turn so that I can untap and play Ral. So if my opponent was some mega genius, I think they could probably figure out something was up. Okay, that resolves. Cast down on the Drake. Sorry, dive down on the Drake rather. Not cast down. Please don't cast down my own Drake. Llanowar Elves, sure. Yeah. No attacks, I'm assuming. Yep, my opponent will only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 power after this. So they won't even be able to kill the Ral Zarek if they attack. Ooh, this is really good for me. Now, I'm definitely going to cast down Branchwalker. Do I want to cast down Branchwalker or Elf? Essentially, I'm saving 2 life, but I'm getting rid of... In fact, I will just cast down this Branchwalker as well. I'll save more life total. They could very easily just have a land next turn. I'll just start ticking this up. Or I could minus on Chupacabra. If I minus on Chupacabra and attack before, they need a... If I plus they Chupacabra Drake, that's fine. If they do that, I get to resolve one of my other dragons.
Time to choose.
Unfortunately, I do not speak Russian. You'd plus and swing? My deck isn't super aggressive. Mesris. Yeah, Doom Whisperer. At this point, I'm pretty glad that I didn't swing. So I have 4 instant sorceries in the graveyard. Play a land, play a land, play a land, play a land. Please play a land. So that I can Bolas your last card. Okay, they didn't. So at this point, I think I'm going to play Niv-Mizzet and plus on Ral again. They might be able to attack Doom Whisperer at Ral for a whole bunch, but I'll hopefully... I'll plus Ral first. what might happen is I might get 2 instant sorceries, for instance, and then this will be a 6/4. That'll be very good at stopping Doom Whisperer.
I just want to peek. The weight is killing me.
Well, I'll take Opt. Now the question is, do I want a Niv-Mizzet or Nicol Bolas? If they had like a Chupacabra, I think they would play it last turn. I'll just play Niv-Mizzet here. When in doubt, go for the Gusto. Okay, what do you have, opponent? Okay, they finally have Vraska. They can Vraska Niv-Mizzet, but I can kill Vraska plus play Bolas. The only thing that really gets me is if they also have like Assassin's Trophy for this. Wild Growth Walker. That is fine. Oh, that means my Ral survives, which is nice. Oh, will they not attack with Doom Whisperer? Okay, they will attack with Doom Whisperer. Sure. Works for me.
Here's my ego too.
This is fine for me. Yep, plus Ral, hopefully hit an instant or sorcery.
Well, let's see what the wind blows in.
Yep, Niv-Mizzet or Opt. I will take Niv-Mizzet, though I'm definitely not going to cast it this turn. Yeah, that was a very odd play by my opponent there. So, Opt, Niv-Mizzet. I'll bottom that because I really do want to start hitting land drops or getting cheap instant sorceries. Syncopate, doesn't really count, but sure. I'll Nicol Bolas and I'll get their last card, which hopefully is a good one. They haven't been playing lands, so I imagine it is an expensive card. So it's looking good for us here. The opponent really doesn't want to discard their card, though. It was a Golgari Finebroker, sure. That was pretty good. Like a pretty good card, I mean, for them to have. Now they can Surveil here to try to find something. But it will have to be something good. They may have given up. They are currently doing nothing. And that is their turn. It is interesting. I'm wondering if my... Obviously it depends on what they hit. How many times would you Surveil with Doom Whisperer? Because I currently have 10 power on board. And with Crackling Drake, you never really know how much that's going to end up. Like, it's very easy to, like, you know, opt into shock. And if you include the 2 damage from shock, you can end up with a lot of damage really fast. Opponent is thinking. Thinking. As good as Doom Whisper is most of the time, it is awkward when my 4 cost beats your 5 cost and also mine drew me a card. It's obviously a specific situation of me having 6 instant sorceries in my graveyard and exile, though. Well, it's clear the opponent has left or is being non-active, so I'll just wait here patiently and wait for my ability to resolve. I'm excited because this is the 3rd time in a row I think I've gone 5 wins with this deck in the queue. Certainly well enough that I would consider building it on Magic Online. Yeah. It's conceded. So, this is competitive. Most definitely competitive. Yep, so we did it. Now, thank you for anybody watching on YouTube if you've watched all the way to the end. As you can see in the top left, that is my Twitch handle if you wanted to come and follow the stream, because that would really help me out. Otherwise, yeah, have a good one. If you have any suggestions for decks to play, send them to me, either through my Twitch or YouTube pages, or Twitter. Get them to me somewhere. Now, I don't have every card, so the more difficult it is to build, the easier it is to build, the more likely I am to play it. But I do love these dirtily kind of control decks, so just keeping that in mind. Now let's just see what I have won. Beast Whisperer, Mist Caller, Glacial Fortress. Okay, mixed results, but we also get 2,100 gold. When our entry fee was 1,000, that's a good result. Anyway, I will catch you guys around.